everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me. So we're kicking off the first challenge of 2022. I'm going to be launching this over in my Facebook group. The link for that's in the description box below. And it's 52 card pickup. What we're going to do is we're going to be altering a full pack of playing cards. I'm going to come and do one video a week on altering these until we've done the whole pack. So each time I'll do 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and every week I'll give you a prompt or a theme, and you can interpret that and alter your cards. These make a great base for things. We're going to leave the backs plain. You can do whatever you like, but the theme this week, or the prompt, not a theme, the prompt is winter. How you interpret that is completely up to you. So, I mean, you can get these cheap as chips. If you have a hunt around your house like I did, you've probably got at least 3 or 4 packets. I buy them nearly every time I go on holiday, put them in the suitcase, and we never ever play them. You can pick them up in charity shops, you can buy them in the pound shop. They're not expensive, and you've got 52 blank canvases, blank art canvases, okay? And then if plenty of people play along, we're gonna, if you do follow the challenge, if you share on social media, I'd love you to use the hashtag creating with Scrimpingmommy, because that's the name of the group, and it'll lead people back to the group where they can get inspiration and share. Alright, so as we go, if you know people are following along and enjoying it, I will come up with something to display them in, be it a fancy box or a folder, or whether we actually make a mini journal to display them in, putting 4 on a page. I don't know, we'll see how we go. So here's my 4 for today. Now mine have got like a plastic coating, so I'm just using a crafty emery board here to just scratch a little bit of that plastic coating off. Don't need to take it all off, just need to make it a little bit rough so that you know, it's got some tooth and it will hold whatever we're putting on it. We are going to gesso it. If you put gesso on, then just about everything will stick to it then, and we shouldn't have a problem. Now it's up to you whether you want to leave some of the playing cards showing, or whether you want to completely and utterly cover it. I think my plan is to kind of leave on one of the corners just one little bit showing, so that you can tell it what, I mean, you'll be able to see by the back, but you know, so to indicate that it was that we've altered a playing card. I like to be able to see, although I changed stuff, I like to be able to see what they were originally. It's part of the fun. Okay, so that's just taken the shine off of those, if you've got shiny ones. So I've got a collection of things. So my interpretation of winter is the colour blue. So I've picked various things from my stash, little bits and bobs. I've got some lace, I've got some leftover digital from my box of shame, I've got a bit of dictionary paper, I've got this paper which I think is some old scrapbooking paper, I've got some leftover digital prints from Artimaze. It's one of her winter kits from either last year or the year before. I don't know what I'm going to do. Might not even use them. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I may well fast forward parts of the video. I don't know yet. We'll see how we go. I don't want it to be too long. So I've also got napkins. Okay, I've got this one which I think I'm going to use today. I've got one with lettering on. I've had all these gifted. And I've got some die cuts. These are like winter foliage kind of die cuts. And then I've got some washi tape words. So these are, they've got different like just sentiments on. But I mean, if you don't have these, type some sentiments on your printer and print them out. You can have what you want them. Alright, so let's get cracking. So I'm going to first of all just... let's have a think what I'm going to use to... I think I'm going to use my brayer, but I'm going to sponge it as well. So I've got some gesso here. I've not watered it down, which I normally like to but I'm just going to dab it on, and then I'll probably roller it. I only want a thin coat, because like I say, I would really like to still be able to, in parts, still see that it's a playing card. And the other thing that you must do is get messy and have some fun. Get your paints out, get your distress inks out, get your collage bits of scraps out, whatever you've got. Not everybody's got everything, but you know, most crafters have got bits and bobs. Bits and bobs, use your bits and bobs. Right, just bear with me because I've blobbed that all over now, and I need to just, so I've just put, that's just given those a very light coating of gesso. It just, like I say, helps to give whatever I decide to put on there a little bit of tooth. Oh, where can I put that now? I am a very messy crafter when I'm doing mixed media. And, you know, if you're using paint and paper and collaging, you know, then that is mixed media because you're using more than one thing. As far as I'm concerned, once you've put gesso on something, that's mixed media. So don't go thinking, you know, that it's got to be complicated. Mixed media just means using different mediums. Paper's a media, paint is a media, stickers are a media. You know, don't overthink it. And also, don't think that you have to make some massive work of art or else you're chucking it in the bin. It doesn't matter, it's just for fun. And it's one of those things where, as you go, you trust the process. I tell you, I don't know how many times. You've got to trust the process, and as you go, you'll end up with something that looks lovely. Right, so I'm just going to dry these off, so I may well fast forward. Okay, so those are dry now, so we can now start and think what we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've no idea. I've got this stencil, which is actually a die cut that one of my friends sent me, and I went over it with acrylic wax to seal it so I could use it as a stencil. I've got that out. I do like these. Right, so what I'm going to start and do is just do some ripping and layering. I want to use some of this dictionary paper because it's nice and thin and light. So let me just rip some strips. Sorry, you'll have to excuse my disgusting looking arm. I am absolutely shocking for catching it in the oven. I do it every time. I need oven gloves that go up to my elbows, that are made out of, like, I don't know, something that scientists use, because otherwise I will burn my arm making toast. I am that bad. I mean, I wasn't making toast at the time, but I am shocking. I will constantly burn my blooming arm. It does my nutting. Right, so going to just go for it. So I'm using, what am I using? I'm using, if I can open it, just bang it on top. I'm going to use matte medium. If I can open it, I can't open the blooming thing. Let me put it in here. Okay. I wanted to twist it open, but I think it's stuck. I'm waiting for that to run out so I can get a new one. I'm just going to get myself a brush. What a nice brush. That one's nice. So in my little paint tray, I've got gesso there and I've got my matte medium there. So I'm just going to just rip it a bit more interestingly. I rather like to see that there. Okay, so let's get that on there. And if it overlaps, just wait till it's dried a bit and then trim it. That's what I shall be doing. So you're just basically collaging. So it's a good way of practicing your collaging as well, because these are only small surfaces, so you're not going to get overwhelmed. I'll try my best to stay in shot. Okay, I promise, any promises. So I'm going to do this one here. Okay, you could sew them. You can do what you want. I'm not going to sew, I don't think. Right, that's that one. Try and stay in shot. I think I could have done with zooming in, but if I zoom in now, it'll go out of focus, so I won't do that. Move that there, put some on here, like that. And I've used the dictionary paper because it's super thin, it's almost like tissue paper, so the matte medium will go through it and help adhere it to the card. Right, I want another one. This one here will go, so let's go here. So I'm not going to do them all the same, but they're kind of like matching, like a matching set. So I do a matching set of 4, and you can do them all at the same time. In for a penny, in for a pound. If you're doing one, you may as well do a set of 4. Alright, and then when you come to display them, whether we make a box or whether we make a little book or what we do, then if you've got a set of 4, it'll look proper awesome, won't it? Okay, a bit more up here. And a bit of this here. And so we're slowly just collaging onto the playing card. I hope nobody wants to play cards now. I'll have another. Honestly, I must have another set. I will have. I always take them on holiday, like I say, and then never really actually do we use them because we're too busy doing stuff. Don't know. I always think, ooh, let's take some playing cards. Never use them. Right. So that's that bit. So that's building up my layers. So what I'm going to do now, I think I do want these, so I'm going to need to separate this napkin. I'm rubbish at doing this. There must be like a knack to it. I don't have any nails, so that doesn't help. Hopefully it's only a 2-layer. But it's only got 2 layers, so that's saved my bacon a bit. So let's have a look. How big are these? So I think I'm going to just going to fast forward this bit while I fussy cut out the components that I want for my cards, otherwise it'll be boring. Okay, so I've fussy cut 2 little parts there. I'm just going to glue them on. Again, I'm using matte medium, and I've decided I'm going to do 2 with napkins and 2 with stickers that I was sent in that crafty box that they asked me to do a review on. I can't remember its name at the moment. Yep, so then you can see the A there for ace at the top. Okay, and then this one will go just here. So that's practicing my napkin skills. I'm not the world's best. I'm a bit heavy-handed and sometimes I will rip them. That's alright. Okay, so that's them two. And then the other two I'm going to put stickers on, but I think I'm going to wait. Because these stickers, I'll wait until I've done any stenciling and then put them on the top. Napkins are a bit more durable. Right, so I'm happy with that. Do I want some of this? Blue paper collaged on. Maybe. Just to add a bit of interest to the background. I think I do. Yeah. So we can use this. We can use this. It'll be fine. So I'm just collaging. Collage that on. Where's the rest of it? Oh, it's there. Put some here. And the good thing about the matte medium is you can still stencil over the top and stuff. Don't use Mod Podge if you're wanting to stamp on anything or anything like that, because I'll tell you why. You can't glue anything on top of it. It's not very good for stamping over. It's just not very good. I'm not a massive fan of it at all. So yeah, just careful what you use. A matte medium, you know, you can get varieties, different varieties of it. It's not, it doesn't have to be expensive. Doesn't have to be expensive. Right. Although I might treat myself to an expensive one when I've done this jar. I might treat myself, because just to see if there's any difference really, in all honesty. Just going to put that there. I quite like to keep that A showing. Right, so do I want anything else on there? I think I do. I'll put some more book page, I think. A bit more book page on there. Is that upside down? I can't have it upside down. Put a bit more book page on that one. And just stick these scraps on here. That one. Just a scrap. Yep, so I can still see some of the playing card around the back. So I'm just going to dry these off, and I'll just fast forward it, and then we can trim round and we can see where we're at. It's dry, so what I want now, I quite like some of this lettering on here. Let's see if I can separate this napkin. I might not be able to. Let's see if I can. Hold on. I'm really not very good at this. Oh, she says, and then it comes off straight away, making me out to be a right liar. Dear me! Right, so what we're going to use is, I'm going to use some of this lettering, so I'm just going to trim some of it out. And I'm just going to add it on a bit kind of randomly, filling up some of the gaps, but because it's napkin, you'll still be able to see the card underneath. So I really like that idea. So you'll still be able to see the number 5 under there if I layer that on there. Yeah. Oopsie daisy, making a right muck of it. There we go. See, you can still see the 5 there. I like that. And then if we take that little bit there, we can reuse it down here. Not wasting it. Yeah, And then you can still see the numbers underneath. That's really lovely, I like that. So let's just have a little bit more down here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the rest, on the other ones, and I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to fill in where I've got gaps with this napkin. So that's all dry now, so we've got as layers, and we can still see spots of the card beneath my collaging, which makes me feel very, very happy. So now what I'm just going to do is, and you can probably just rip these if you want, but I just want to be a bit careful. What I may do afterwards, if I don't feel that these edges are neat, I'll go around with, you know, my emery board thingy and just sand it. I'm just doing it roughly for now. I can't video me sanding it, or else you will absolutely die of boredom. But yeah, so just trim off any excess, make sure it's dry so that it doesn't rip. And then that's your base. So on this one, I'm going to use one of these stickers. I'm using stickers on this one. Okay, let's have it kind of there. They're nice, aren't they? I've not used these before, and I think I might have this little one by its feet. If I can get it off. Oh, there we are. Oh, this little one just sat there by its feet. Okay, and then we'll just, so see, you can just rip it if you want, but I want it to be neat. Okay. Your sentiments don't have to be winter. Like I say, you can interpret it however you like. I just always associate winter with blue colours because it's flipping freezing. I'm not a winter person, me. I'm really not. I think I should be being born in a hot country. But, you know, we all have our cross to bear. I've just cut a little bit of the playing card there. So just be careful when you are trimming. Don't start hacking into the card like I just have. But not to worry, nothing needs to be perfect. Okay. So that's those trimmed. I think this is going to be quite fun. So, yeah, different theme every week. You do 4 a week, you'll have it done in about, oh, I don't know, do your maths. We'll have it done in no time. We'll be at it for months. Right, it might take us a couple of months, but I mean, it's something that you can steam ahead with if you wanted to. You could sit one night if you're bored, watching YouTube, and you could make more, you know. You don't have to follow the prompts that I come up with if you don't want to. And you can finish your pack in no time. So I've got, so there's my set of 4. So now I just need to zhuzh it up a bit. So what we're going to do, I thought I was going to use these die cuts, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to do a bit of, shall I do crackle? I'll do a bit of this crackle, but I might have to wait for it to dry. Might have to wait for that to dry a lot longer than not meant to use your heat gun on the crackle. They say you don't get as good a result, but I'll give it a go and I'll stick it on a radiator. So where's that stencil that I said we were going to use? Here it is. I quite like this one here, so let's just do a right little bit in the far corner. Don't want loads. Don't need to. Don't need a lot. She says, and I've put loads on. I don't like that. That looks messy. I don't like it. I don't like it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it on randomly, like you would with modelling paste, like that, rather than use the stencil because I can't. Yeah, I'm just going to add it on. I'll wash my stencil. I'm just going to add it on, just a little bit there, and we'll put some here. And hopefully it'll give us a nice bit of crackle. Might not. We'll have to see, won't we? We'll have a bit of crackle here. This'll be writing to Tim if it don't work. Only kidding. So I'm going to be setting mine to dry, but I'm going to have to do it after. I'm going to have to try and do my other. I'm just going to splatter it because I want it to just look really random. I might have to add my sentiment and stuff and then leave this to dry, you know, off camera. You would obviously leave it to dry in between. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. I'm just adding it really quite randomly. Just like splattering it almost. Yeah, right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just use my heat tool. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that. But when the phone rings I have to answer it. In case somebody's lying in the middle of the road somewhere. Right, so so let's have a look what else we can add to these. I might not actually add anything else, but I quite like these blue stamps. Might not add these, might, do you know what, I think I quite like it just on the edge there. And what I'm also going to do is I'm using Salvage Patina, so I think it's a really nice bluey colour. So I'm hoping, in honesty, that this will run into the, oh, I need some more of that, the crackle paste. So I'm just going to have that hanging off the edge. Yeah, like that. I'll cut it off when it's dry. Need some more, no, not that, this. Let's get another one. So I'll add it on the other side. Add it on there. I just want to ink it. Stick it on there so it's just showing a little bit. And then when it's dry I'll cut it off, cut it off. And then this one, let's use this. And I'm just going to rip it in half. It's just a little bit more blue, isn't it? A pop of, extra pop of blue. Put it here. That one there. And And we've got lots of collaging. Hopefully the crackle will crackle. I might put some more on when I've switched the camera off, and then probably put it on my heater. Okay, so that's that bit. Right, so what I want to add now, I'm just going to dry that off. 1 second. Right, those are dry, so now I'm just going to trim it like before. Being careful not to squash my crackle paste that I haven't had the patience to wait for it drying. I should have let it dry and then come back and started my video, but I need to get quite a few videos recorded today, because we're back to homeschooling tomorrow. Okay. Right, that's that. So, what am I doing? Do I want salvage patina around the edges, or do I want something a bit paler? I think I might actually go a bit paler. Let's have a look. What's this one? Broken china. Let me see what that's like. I don't want it too... That salvage patina is quite bright. I don't really want it mega bright. I want it a bit more subtle. So let's have a look what this colour's like. Yeah, that's more like the colour I want. So I'm just going to gently ink around the edges now of each one. I'll tidy them up further after, you know, around the edges, and clean the backs and things like that. Mini works of art these are. I best get thinking of some more themes, hadn't I? Different theme every week. Whether it will be on the same day every week. I'll have to do it on the same day every week, won't I? So what's today? Today's Tuesday, so we'll do it on a Tuesday. Right. Those are coming out really quite lovely. So now I just need my sentiment. Excuse me, I'll just have a drink. So let's have a look what we've got here. That's quite like the black ones. What I like to do is stick it on cardstock and then cut them out, but I didn't think far enough ahead this time, so I'm just going to have to try and trim it. Have I got some... got a piece of cardstock lying about. I am going to just go and... have I got... will that do? No. What's this? This'll do. This'll do. Otherwise I end up wasting it. And I'm not into wasting. So stick it to some card and then you can fussy cut whatever word you want. So let's have a look what we're having. I quite like the black ones because I think they're going to stand out more. Although, don't suppose it matters. Right. Let's have a look. I think I shall use my 3-in-1 now to glue that on, because we've got quite a bit of texture and whatever have you, don't we? Yeah, so where should we have that? I think we'll have it here. And then you're going to see it more immediate. Okay. Can you see that? That's coming along nicely. And what I will do when they're dry is I will go round probably with a black pen and just accentuate it. Yeah, so I'll just do 2 for now, and then we can finish the video, otherwise it's probably very long, and then I'll finish the rest and you'll see them in the photograph at the beginning, won't you? I might add some glitter, but I'm going to need to wait for this to dry, so I'll probably add some stickles or something, just a little bit. I like that there, timeless. So there we go, there's my set of 4 for this week. I'll probably, yeah, it's starting to crackle already. I'm going to leave these to dry. I'll probably re-ink around the edges and add some glitter, but those are done and I've got a set of 4. And I had quite fun making those, to be honest, quite a lot of fun. And I'll probably make sure they, you know, they might not lay properly flat for a while, but there you go. So there's our set of 4 winter themed altered playing cards. Give it a try. Don't forget, if you do them, do share and use the hashtag creating with Scrimping Mummy so that I can see what you've made. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.